Good afternoon, lovely spirits. It's your main man Solace out here in this world. Today I want to do this video breaking down the duality. The life that was made for us versus civilization. And they go hand in hand. Now most people know about this, which is civilization. But very few understand the true reality, which is this. And many of y'all call this nature. But let's go inside of nature, which truly isn't nature. This is nature. That's nature. It's all nature. But nature is the behavior or the way of life. And you never get to truly learn that when you're here. So you have to come here to learn the true nature and order and way of the life. So I want to walk y'all through nature, showing y'all the difference in the duality of things. It's a beautiful rock right there. Hope y'all can see it. Many beautiful stones out here for sitting. But let's walk, because civilization was built from what we're walking through. So all was this. Everything you see here, this was all. And then man made that. So you see that building? And how it's right next to this? Well, common sense should tell you that there were no buildings. It was all pure and true. And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Now we gonna walk through. I did this the other day, but I didn't have, my phone was charging. I used my other one. So we're going to learn from the life today with your main man Solace. And in order to learn from life, you must understand the forest. And it's a deep thing with the forest, see? Because when you're dealing with the forest, it looks very scary. I understand. But what most people don't understand about the forest is once you go past the first layer of trees and forestry, you end up in open space. We tend to think the forest is just full. Beautiful squirrel. We think the forest is just full of trees all the way through, but it's not. It's a lot of open space once you come inside what we would call a forest. So what we're doing now is we're walking up through the forest, and I want y'all to check out the scenery. It's a lot in here, so many animals in here. Things that we don't pay attention to on a day-to-day basis. But I just want y'all to observe life and understand. You have two realities. You have the real life and the real way of learning. And then you have what man made from the life. And we tend to confuse the two, or we just see what men made as life. So the things men say, the things that men made, we see that as truth, not realizing that this is truth, what you're looking at now, the life. And all of the buildings and things, because we're inside the forest now, so the buildings you see right there, ow, y'all see that? The buildings you see right there, that were made from stones, wood, etc. But we're going to walk up this mountain. Well, I'm gonna walk up this mountain. But I know y'all with me in spirit. So let's walk up this mountain. Let y'all see how steep it is, how high up I've gotten so far. But we're gonna go up this mountain. Whew. Let y'all see the scenery, because that's the most important thing. As y'all can see now, I've climbed as high as the top of a building, but we're gonna go some more. Whew. I'm out of shape, but that's all right, because I'm climbing mountains. I'm not just walking upstairs or walking straight, but it's a deep thing. But let's continue our journey. Let's continue our journey of learning. You have to come out into the wild and observe. This is how you learn. Reading and things is good. It's good for entertainment and many different other things, but true learning must come from the true pureness of the life. You can't learn in civilization from the life. And this is why when I say I learn from the life, many people don't fully grasp. They like, what does he mean he learns from the life? Well, first you have to discern the difference in the life. One life is pure and the other one is man-made. The man's life was made by destroying the pure life. So the buildings and civilizations we have come from the destruction of the pure life. But it's okay, because man has to build, and this is how man learns. And then those that come after the man that learn, they become lost, because they never get a chance to see. It's like a book. You never get to learn like the author learned. Or it's like science. You never get to learn like Tesla learned. You just learn, or you just read what Tesla knew. And this is how you learn. But this is not pure truth. So I don't want y'all to think that book knowledge is not truth, but it's not pure truth. Because in order to have pure truth, you must remove all the impurities out of your vision, because knowledge has to do with observation. Now I'm gonna climb the rest of this mountain right here and see what's over yonder. And look at that. Top of the mountain, you got flat land. And it's a beautiful thing. And we're gonna keep on going. But hopefully y'all get my message and understand everything's in good spirits. If you learn from scholarship, meaning reading and things like this, I don't want to discourage you or make you feel unintelligent. I just want y'all to understand the difference. I understand the book knowledge. I've been there. I come from the same place y'all come from. So I went to school and all of that, and I learned the book things, and it was nice. It was good. But you have to rise to a level where you can truly learn the pure way. This is where true knowledge comes from. This is where I understand, like, the 7 chakras and the Merkaba. I don't understand these things from reading. I take what I read on them and I use that to explain it to y'all, because I know y'all read. But as far as my understanding, it goes deeper than the book, because I get the understanding directly from the life. A lot of y'all probably like, how do you get knowledge on the Merkaba from the life? Or the Merkaba, or the 7 chakras? How do you get that knowledge from sitting out here in life? Well, you get that knowledge from sitting out here in life. It's like a banana. If you peel a banana and you cut it open, you'll see the seeds all lined up like a spine, like a spinal cord in a sense. And that is like the 7 chakras of the chakras of the banana. Everything doesn't have 7 chakras. Some may have 10. Some may have 2. Wow, look at that. Civilized land. More forests. You have to grasp the ancients used to live here. So it's a deep thing. You walking on ancient territory that hasn't really been altered that much. I'm sure they came here and they dug around and scavenged around, but just as far as like making it civilized, that was not done. There's many neat, cool things out here. I come out here and I do my archaeological work, but today I'm just teaching. So I just want y'all to get an observation on how I learn, so y'all can slowly begin to pull for that truth. I'm gonna walk back towards, I'm gonna start making my way down, back down the mountain, and it's a very deep thing, man. Like I said, starting next week, I'm gonna start having gatherings like now, and I'll just post it on Facebook or something. I'm blocked right now from Facebook, but it should be lifted today sometimes, and I'll post where I'm gonna be, and anyone wants to learn, you come on out. Hang out with your main man Solace, and I'll walk you through these ancient sites that are not really mentioned, because this place that I'm at now, it's not really mentioned. We're on 204th Street and Seaman Avenue. Now what they'll do is there's no name for this place, so they'll just merge it into Inwood Park and just say, oh, that's all Inwood Park. But this is truly nowhere near Inwood Park. I mean, you can walk into Inwood Park from here because the life isn't separate. So you can go from one neighborhood to the next, but that doesn't mean that they're the same neighborhood. Well, you can say they're the same neighborhood, but I'm speaking in men terms. So men separate things, they name them, and so you can do the same thing with this park. Or this is not even a park. We're just in uncharted territory, basically. It's a deep thing. It's many places in New York City like this that's just completely free space. And I don't understand. You got so many homeless people. I don't know why they don't let people come in these places and build themselves a home. I'm gonna stand up on this so y'all can get a better view. I want y'all to see. Oh, look at all this space. All this free space that can be occupied by the homeless. Okay, we're gonna switch it back how it was. All this open space. 360 view. And where you see trees and forest, that's open space too. The leaves is just blocking the space. But as you can see, you can walk straight on through for damn near forever. And I'm just saying, all this space. Those who are homeless that have building skills, they can come out here, chop down the trees that are not no good anymore. Like that one looks like it's on its way out. That one that's been chopped down already right there in the middle. That one. Chop down the trees. That one that fell into that tree, chop those down and build. It's a deep thing. The park already got lights. All you got to do is run the cord. So it's a deep thing, man. I'm eventually going to do this one day. I'm going to come into one of these open places in New York City where there's no one living. And I'm going to build a structure just so people can see. And I'll let whoever live in it. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to make a point. And I don't mind doing it. But it's a very deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Out here in the life. I don't want y'all to think I'm somewhere in West Bubblefuck. No, I'm right in New York City, the heart of it. I'm not in no foreign place. How you doing?
Great, how are you?
Just getting some footage. All right. We got to learn to humble ourselves. We got to learn to have respect for one another, regardless of the race. I want y'all to see how they use the stones to build. But yeah, it's a deep thing, man. We got to start having respect and just learning from the purity of the life. Because at this point, y'all are all arguing over what this man said or that man said. Oh, that ancient man was more right than this guy. And it's like, come on, they're all men. You can't say one is more right than the other. All you can do is learn directly from the source and then say who's right or wrong. Because if you don't have any knowledge of the source, then how can you say this one's right, that one's right? It truly makes no sense. It truly holds no real reference. For me to say Tesla was right and for you to say, no, Einstein was right. We're both wrong because neither one of us knows. All we know is what they said. And this is the things I be trying to explain to y'all. I was watching Brother Polite the other day. He was dissing Young Pharaoh. It was really funny. Not that I have anything against Young Pharaoh. Or not that I like Brother Polite or anything. I don't know anybody. So I'm just mutual. Neutral, like I said. I said mutual, but neutral. But it's a deep thing. I was watching Brother Polite and I said, man, that brother got a lot of book knowledge, man. He's ready to start learning from the life. But I don't know if a lot of y'all can grasp what I be trying to tell y'all. Because the amount of book knowledge that he has, he can come out into the life and learn and be like, I remember when I read this. I get it now. So it'd be deep like that. When I first started learning from the life, I would come out and I would see things like the apple. I would see an apple fall and how it was sinking into the dirt. And I'm like, damn, the apple gonna become a whole nother tree. Then you get the understandings of life and death. Because you like, damn, the apple is actually dead when it's on the floor. It's all rotted out. Top of the mountain. I'm about to go back down, y'all. Wish me luck. Because it's a steep way. Give y'all a view of up above as best I could. But we about to go down there. Back into civilization. And I just want y'all to see. Because it's a deep thing. I got a long way down. Hopefully I don't fall, but yeah, man, when I seen Brother Polite speaking, because to be honest, out of all the black scholars we have, y'all know I have that true knowledge. People just don't like to hear it, but I'm qualified to say he's the smartest of all the scholars. It's kind of undeniable. When you're dealing with scholarship and words and books and language, well, none of them are fucking with him. Only way they'll be able to fuck with him is if they could learn how I learn. And it's a deep thing because all the book. Now, I'm a scholar for real. So you have to grasp. I didn't just learn from the life and I'm just speaking. I'm just giving you, because y'all don't be believing me. But I'm a real scholar. I've read books, Brother Polite, and a lot of these brothers never even thought to read. So you got to grasp. I used to watch the History Channel and whatever books they might name, I'll go get it. So this is how I was pulling from the knowledge. It wasn't no one particular subject I wanted to know. Any ancient culture they named or any book they may have named, like, oh, it is written in the Mahabharata, I'll go get that joint and read it and see what they talking about. So I read so many books like the Enuma Elish and all these things. I heard the Enuma Elish back in 2007, I think, watching the History Channel, and somebody mentioned the Enuma Elish and I went and found it. So this is how I learned. I read many books, but they didn't truly make any sense. They made the same amount of sense to me as they do to Polite and the rest of the scholars. Some have more in-depth thought. So the book is going to mean to you however deep your thoughts are. But for the most part, all the scholars know the same thing as far as when you're talking about the book. Now, if Brother Polite, let's say he hung out with me for 2 days. I guarantee you that motherfucker will learn. He will know how to learn from life. He'll tell y'all, like, yeah, that shit real. You can actually connect what you heard a man say with reality. So it's deep when you see what a man wrote. You like, okay, I grasp that. As opposed to just reading it and have to imagine it in your mind. It's different. But it's a deep thing. I really just want all the brothers to get on a level, man. Because there's so much knowledge. I can't catch everything. It's like a book. Two people can read a book and one man may catch something that another man missed. It's like the Bible. I'll break down the Bible. Y'all be like, damn, I missed that part. So one man may grasp deeper than another man. And this is why I need y'all all to learn from the life. Because the more of us that's learning how I learn, so much knowledge can be pulled. Because there's many things I miss. I'm only one person. I'm probably the only person in life that learns this way. This is why I try to give y'all correlations and breakdowns so you can grasp. I'm not just saying I learn from the life, but I do. I don't want you to think me coming out here is learning from the life, because the life is all. So I can learn anywhere in the life, but I just want you to grasp the connection. Look at stones and things like this. You can get an understanding and say, okay, if I was micro in size, like an ant, then this would be like a whole continent to me. And then it can give you an understanding of us and say, okay, so let's just say we're micro. So all the ground that we're standing on is nothing more than this small little rock. It's a deep thing. It's just like flat earth. Look at how unleveled all of this is. Where the buildings are is flat because man straightened it out so they can build. But y'all have to grasp. Look, I'm walking down the most unleveled terrain you'll ever see. And all the terrain is like this everywhere. It's not flat anywhere. You may get a leveled out piece somewhere, but we wouldn't have hills and valleys and all these things if the earth was flat. You wouldn't get that. You would just see a flat plane. How do you get mountains on a flat surface? You have to remember, the mountain is a part of the ground. So you can't say, oh, the mountain is on the flat plane. No, the mountain is a part of the flat plane. It is the ground. So you just have to grasp. It's a very deep thing. We tend to look at rocks and mountains like buildings, not realizing like, nah, that's a part of the ground. But it's just a very deep thing. We about to go back out into civilization. But I just want y'all to suck up as much as y'all can. It's a very deep thing. I would actually live here. If I had a wife and she was on the same level of thought as I was, I would tell her, babe, let's cash out. And we gonna live right here. Build us a house, cash out. Get some Mexicans. Have them build my house and move in that way, because that's what it's about. Now we gonna go to civilization. Y'all really want to know the truth? I had to come in here so I could pick my herbs. I came here with this bag. There's mad marijuana out here in this forest, but keep that a secret. And I come out here with a little bag and I just fill it up and then I leave. It's a beautiful thing. You can get everything from the life for free. And collard greens and all kind of shit out here. But y'all will learn whenever y'all decide to learn. See? Right in civilization. I could live up there. I could live up there and still live the same life y'all live. I'll come right out this path. Just like this. Go to the store, hop in the car, whatever. Hop on the train, whatever convenience the city brings you, I want y'all to grasp. This place is right next to the city. Every city was built. Every city you see started like this. So I don't want you to ever get it mistaken and think like, oh, There were no sidewalks, streets, buildings, none of that. Just this. Then it became that. So all of this chaos and disorder was broken down and destroyed to make that. So out of chaos and disorder, you get order. So what man did is not bad. I don't want y'all to think, oh, what man did to the life fucked up the life. What fucked up the life is man got lost in this, and they forgot that that started as this. And you must learn from this. You can't stand in this and think you're gonna grasp. And this is why man says things like, oh, the earth is flat. Because if you're looking at that, yeah, it's flat. It isn't until you start to move up and move away from that flatness that you realize, hold on, that's not flat. Why is this not flat and that is? And it's because man made that way. Because it's easier for men to move around and drive and things like this. But we just have to get an understanding of the life, that's all. It's no big deal. Well, it's a big deal, but you know, people care about what they care about. And as long as people keep caring about what they caring about, no knowledge is grasped, and the life is lost and destroyed, and it's a deep thing. It's your main man Solace. We about to walk on over to the Dykeman farmhouse, which is basically the Dykeman family slave plantation. William Dykeman.